Okay. All right. That's my face. Let's plug you in. Can I hear you? Hey, 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 ay, 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 oh, you. Can I hear you? Hey, 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 ay, 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 oh, you. That sounds terrible. Let's try the other sound. Hey, 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 ay, 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 oh, you. All right, let's try you out. Let's try you out. Let's try you out. All right. That's the worst sound. Okay, I got you. That's the worst sound. Oh my God, that sounds terrible. Let's go back to the original sound. Wow, that sounds horrible. And when I put the big microphone on, how about camera? Camera's working? Am I still pretty? Am I pretty? Am I handsome? Am I handsome? Of course not. All righty. Okay, fine. Thank you, Red Face. Thank you. I'm glad you guys follow me around. Like, Jesus Christ, without you guys, I wouldn't even have a show. I mean, I really wouldn't have a show. All right, Kid A. Okay, here we go. Let's finish this off proper, all right? Thank you, Sassy, for stopping by, checking me out. Let me hear the sound. Make sure you guys hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons, folks. I can't beg you for money yet till I do a good show. Can't hear myself, so. Let's go. Come on, folks. All right, good. All right, sounds good. It's gonna sound better in a moment. My folks, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about the whole combustion. My name is RPJ Show. My name is RPJ. This is the RPJ Show live. And there are things I still want to talk about. Give me 35 more minutes. Even a divine dummy update, as far as I know. I'll talk about the new year changes. Joe Mixon, happy holidays. President-elect Trump, LeBron James, all on my hit list, and also Love and Hip Hop with Cardi B and Snoop from The Wire, which I don't remember her from The Wire, but I copied, Sassy. You know what? I'm probably gonna fuck up a lot. All right, we're gonna get to the show in a moment. Be right back after these commercial words. That's it. One second. All right, folks. Let's talk about stuff. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Why LeBron? All right. Well, you started with LeBron first. All right, let's go with LeBron. For many years, I have given LeBron James no credit whatsoever. He constantly got thwarted by the Boston Celtics. And one year he had to shoot left-handed free throws because he said he was injured in his right hand. You don't do that. If you're a superstar, you don't do that. And I understand he's immature. He was immature as a young kid. Superstars don't run away. They fail on their own. My favorite player in the world is Larry Bird. Larry Bird is my favorite basketball player of all time whatsoever, ever. I look up Larry Bird stuff all the time. He's my favorite NBA player of all time. Now, Kobe and Russell Westbrook are in the same mode where they are just first me get off and then everybody else gets off. Westbrook, sorry, is more of a selfish player than even Kobe. However, he gets triple doubles, but he also turned the ball over 7 times, which is not good. That's horrible. You know, 7 times you turn the ball over in an NBA game, you get the ball in your hand most of the time. That's why Russell Westbrook will not win an MVP unless his team is in the top 3, and his team will not be in the top 3. I'm getting sidetracked a little bit. You guys hear me good? LeBron James, and I was telling my son this a few days ago, and I told him this a while back. LeBron James is the first superstar who has grown up and beat a team that is better than his own team. He beat a team that's better than his own team. Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has never beaten a team that is better than their team. So I got to give LeBron some credit here. And to me, he's on the same level as Larry Bird. He's not a killer like Larry Bird. Larry Bird's a killer. Like, he can shoot jumpers all day long in your face at 6'10", 6'9", and he takes the last shot of every game that's important. LeBron doesn't do that. Wade does. I mean, Wade has done it for him. Ray Allen has done it for him, and Kyrie Irving has done it for him. He's not a killer like that. He's not an assassin like Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan or Larry Bird. No offense to LeBron lovers. I'm just saying that he's not that kind of player. And he's actually one of the top 5 players of all times. Physically, he is better than he's on the same wavelength as Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan combined. Like, if you put them together, because Magic couldn't jump either. Magic couldn't shoot jumpers or 3-pointers, and neither can LeBron. I mean, he's not good at that. His game is taking us to a hole and passing. So in a way, he's like the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, without the jumpers, without the killer instinct. He's not a killer like that. So, but in the meantime, I give LeBron credit for beating a team that was better than his team, beating Golden State when he was down 3 games to 1. Yeah, 3 games to 1. Beating a team that is better than your team when you're down 3 games to 1 in the NBA championship. I have to give I tip my hat to LeBron James, because no Magic, Larry, and Michael will never be a team that is better than theirs. LeBron did. However, well, MJ could do it all, but MJ also should have been suspended by the league, David Stern, for his gambling. And that's the reason why he retired, because he was going to be suspended. And he worked out a deal with with David Stern, so that he sits out a year or 2 instead of just being suspended and ruining his marketing, ruining his brand. So, on Christmas Day, LeBron James beat the Golden State Warriors, come from behind by 14 points, and beat Golden State again. Steph Curry didn't do anything against Cleveland. And But however, Golden State was up by 14 points in the fourth quarter, 9 minutes plus to go. And you think that would be an easy win for the Golden State, but LeBron again upset my apple cart, and he beat Golden State. And I say to LeBron, like, you know what? You actually show me something, because you're not the same kid who was a coward against the Boston Celtics, Garnett, Paul Pierce, Rondo, Ray Allen. You're not the same coward. You grew up. You have balls. So I tip my hat to LeBron James. Congratulations. Happy holidays to you, LeBron James. If you watch my little video, which I didn't put your name in here, but I will put it afterwards. But congratulations. I didn't see that in you. I thought you were going to cow out, but you show balls. You beat the best team in the league last year, a better team than yours. You beat them again on Christmas Day. You're going to probably see them in a championship. You're probably going to lose, but I won't lose respect for you. You did a good job. I'm proud of you, LeBron. You grew up. You got balls. Sassy Cat says, well, I have a different opinion about MJ. Gambling is a stupid reason to be suspended for. Like that baseball player, but I would never put LeBron in MJ's class. Oh, Pete Rose is the guy you're thinking about, Sassy. Yeah, he bet on his own team. He was a manager, player manager. First he was a player, and then a manager, player manager, and then just manager, and he bet his own team, which you're not allowed to do. I mean, he always bet pro his team, according to the records, but you can't do that. Again, I'm gonna give a shout out to Madam Whip-Ass, Sarnetta, and a young lady out there in the world named Venus, aka Venus. I do want to talk about changes. Folks, we are going to a season of change. We're going to the new year. You know, the new year, where you make your new year resolutions, like you're going to change this, you're going to change your diet, you're going to change your workout program, you're going to change jobs, you're going to get rid of boyfriend at Y and girlfriend 7, and whatever the case may be. You're going to make all these new changes because your New Year's resolution is this. And I say to you, that's all bullshit. You can make the changes now. And I always say, I am never afraid of change. I am not afraid of change. I'm not afraid of technology. I love it all. I am not afraid of change. Change happens around us. Those who are best prepared for change are those who are willing to accept that you are going to lose, and you make the best adjustments to your losses. Those are the people who do best in change. Things change all the time. I mean, shit, I've gotten old. I became an old man. Well, I became a middle-aged man with a great body and everything, but I became a middle-aged man right before my very eyes. I didn't even see this coming. Here I am thinking that I'm 27 years old, 32 years old, 35 years old, in my prime of prime. Physically, mentally, I had it all in the palm of my hands, traveling the world, doing this, doing that, weapons trained, army trained. And here I am. I'm still a nobody, nothing. But I'm willing to accept change. And because I'm willing to accept change, I have great things around me. I am not a coward. I'm not afraid of change. I'm not afraid of loss. I've lost so many things along the years. I've lost so many clothing and suits and money and camcorders and whatever I've had. I've just let it all go away, which is probably some of my immaturity, thinking of trying to have manhood. So me having manhood has cost me lots of stuff. Things. I'm not afraid of change, though. I love change. I love the idea of things changes. It always evolve or decrease, or things move on, and I adjust to it. And those who adjust to change the best, those who are willing to accept their losses, do better in moments of change, moments of evolution. I am totally evolved. I am highly evolved. Not that I'm so great, but I am. I'm highly evolved. I am not afraid to lose things. I have a great family. I have great friends and family. Um, I have people who want me, little old me. I don't know what it is about me. It's not that I have money. I live in a cardboard house. Hut. I was going to say hut. But yeah, I'm not afraid of change. Change is inevitable. We all have to evolve. We all have to deal with things changing around us. We can't hold on to the old standard of that. I remember the good old days. The good old days are gone. Bye, 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 bye. But we all have to evolve and change. We all have to do things that we don't want to do. Sometimes we fucking cower about doing stuff because maybe we're lazy and stupid. And maybe it's not so much that we're stupid, we're just lazy and we don't give a fuck. But you know what? To get along with change, because things change all the time, you do have to give a fuck. You do have to do things. Oh, okay. Well, I have a big fan here, a huge fan. Bye-bye. All righty. So I don't mind change. I don't care about change. I don't mind evolving and growing. I'm not afraid to. I'm not a coward. I want you people to understand that it's inevitable. You do have to adjust to changes. You have to adjust to, because most of life is actually more about loss. You lose more things than you gain. No. Only the sensitive, soft will consume stuff and have stuff because they have a hole inside of them that they have to fill, and they have to fill that by buying stuff. I'm gonna buy spinning rims. Let me buy a duck with diamond eyeballs. I don't know what people buy, but only the most sensitive and soft of people will do those things. They have to consume because they want to be down with the program. They want to be down because they think that they think that they're down by buying stuff. Buying stuff doesn't make you down. You just become another fucking servant of the market. You're just another asshole. I want to be down with the Joneses. You want to be down with consumerism. You're helping out white supremacy, whatever that is. You're helping out big business, big medicine, big insurance. You're helping all those people because you're a consumer and you're a sucker and you're a coward. I am not afraid to have nothing. Well, turns out I have more than nothing. I can do so much more than nothing. I'm not afraid. I'm not a coward. I'm not a consumer. I'm not a follower. And I pledge, and I've actually said this in many other, what the fuck? I've actually said this in many other shows I've done before, and I'm gonna say it again. It takes a lot of balls to be your own man, your own woman, and not follow the fucking crowd, not be down with the Joneses, not to consume, not to be a sucker, not to be an asshole. You don't have to be that way. You don't have to follow the fucking crowd. I promise you that. If you be your own person, you be your own man or woman, you know what? Your family will respect you more. They would. They were because they can see through, like, hey, you buy my love. Hey, you got me a fucking gold necklace to buy my love when you wasn't here for like 12 years. You wasn't here last summer. No, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. So I'm trying to be helpful to you guys. I'm telling you, please stop consuming. Don't follow for it. Don't fall for the bullshit. Christmas and Valentine's Day is all bullshit. If it's about religion, then you already know Jesus wasn't into the money. Jesus was a low middle class young man who started preaching on the banks of this, that, and the other. Following behind Baptist John, right? If it's about religion, then you don't have to follow anything. You don't have to consume anything. You don't have to follow behind. You don't have to follow behind big business, big fucking tobacco, big fucking medicine. You don't have to follow behind that shit. You can be better than that. I do not follow behind that. I refuse that. I rebuke that. Fuck that. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, huh? So change is happening all the time, but life is about change. You adjust to change and willing to lose what you lose and accept it. Cut your losses in half. You don't have to hold on too hard about the things you lose because life is about losses. Those who manage losses the best, losses, losses. Loss. Those who handle loss the best do the best, mentally and physically. I'm not willing to lose all the money out of my bank accounts. I'm not willing to do that. But if I did lose that, I can adjust easily because it's just money. I have family and friends. I have resources at my fingertips. I can grab a few bucks here and there. I can do whatever I want. Here I am as a middle-aged man, rebuilding my life again. Did some stuff that I am so proud of doing. Like I'm so happy to done. It really wasn't even my doing. It's just I must have had good karma, and I was happy to go and do a little acting. I was so happy about that. Here I am, 3 weeks later, a month later. And I was in an accident. I got sick, and here I am now, about 15 pounds lighter, and I put on 5 pounds since. Muscle up, I'm back to working out full time, and I'm doing well. I'm with family, and I'm doing my shows. I make some videos. I'm gonna be rolling again. And I don't care about the view count, whether it's 440, 400, 14,074. I don't care. I don't give a fuck because my main reason for doing this, if I can affect one person, and I have already in my life, I've already affected few people doing these shows. And that's the reason why I'm going to keep doing these shows. I don't have an AdSense on. I asked for donations to help me buy equipment for the computer. You guys have done that. I got my other computer in the back because of you guys out there. Because of you guys. I need a GoPro camera, which is going to cost me like $750. I don't have that. I have that. I can get that, but then I will have no money, and that's not being, smart. I need to make sure you guys are with me and believe in me that I'm going to be here constantly and little by little. I'm not in a rush to get all these things. I want a GoPro camera. That's the camera of cameras I need. I don't need the fucking camera I have. I'm going to get rid of the camera I have. The camera I have right now, I'm going to fucking give away. I'm going to sell it because I can't use it. It doesn't fit with the needs that I have. It's not that, and I'm not that smart. I can't use it, even though I have hours of videotape. Anyway, I'm getting off the fucking topic. Anyway, life is about change. And if you adjust to change easily and willing to lose and let things be lost and not hold on to those things and not resent those things that are lost, then you will do well. I do well because I understand that life is about loss. I have lost tons, hundreds of thousands in my lifetime. So that's what I want to say about change. I don't know what's going on in the chat room. I was infiltrated by, I'm thinking it was Mike Miller of whatever he lives at. Mike Miller. And it wasn't Mike Miller, it was fucking Lamar Wills. And what's his address? Wrong book. Anyway, whatever his address is, Mike Miller or Lamar Wills. And I'm thinking it's Mike Miller. So the problem with people out there in the world is, it's funny. They have all the views they can hold their hands on. They don't have, at least, they don't have 6 people that believe in them. I have five people watching. I have 5 people who believe in me wholeheartedly, and I tell them, and I have told you everything. I'm not gonna get into the minutiae details of how I hump and how I do this and how I pick up women and how women like. Now, I'm not gonna get into those details, but I tell you guys everything probably more than I probably should, which is, you know, whatever. But to me, it's cathartic. I'd rather blast it out into the universe with people who I know believe in me, who at least, if they don't like what I'm saying, they will talk to me straight up and down. They won't hide. They won't fucking take my shit and put it on a video and say, hey, you know, this is RPJ. He's fucked up and he's stupid. And no, they're not looking for my ex-girlfriends and all this, that, and the other. But at least my friends, you guys, and you know, I consider you, and I really wish that you guys would really find me on my Jonathan Still page. I really wish you would do that, and I actually got to cut people out. Mike Miller has to go from my page. Actually, he's on my page right now. I got to cut him loose because he's infiltrating my page. So, and it's not fair to you guys. So I got to cut him loose. I'm gonna cut him loose right now. Where is that? Mike Miller. Where you at? All right, let me look you up. Mike Mills. I gotta come loose because if I'm asking for you guys to come by. Oh, wait a minute, he's already cut loose. All right, I already come loose. All right, fine, dandy. That's good. Anyway, please find me on Jonathan Still. Find me on Jonathan Still. If you're really interested in my friendship, I would call you on the phone. I am very active. I text you, I call you. You can ask all my friends, from Apache to Kat to Alexis. I call everyone. I call all my friends. I'm not just a texter. I'm a caller. I'm old school. Like, hey, what's going on? I've been busy. Sometimes I get busy and people get busy. They don't want to call me. I don't call them. I don't bother them. Sometimes you don't want to be my friend because you don't like what I'm doing. You don't like my content. You don't want to be interested in things I do. I know you don't hate me. You just don't like the things I do. And I copy that. So I don't hate you. And that's a lot of my friends. Because a lot of my friends can't believe that I'm actually so extroverted to do stuff like this. Because my family doesn't even understand, like, hey, I'm so keep it in-house, keep it in-house, keep it in-house as when they were kids. That now here I am in my mid-40s and now I'm extroverted. Like I'm so out there. I'm out there and I'm not going away. I like doing this. I love this shit. I love talking. I love, maybe I can make a difference with a few people. Like say, hey, listen, you know what? I don't have to be a sucker MC. I don't have to be an asshole. And I like that. I like that you don't have to be an asshole. Shout out to Madam Whip-Ass Sonetta. Now, they were fighting on my last show I did in the chat room. And I don't understand because I would think that Sonetta and Madam Whip-Ass would be actually perfect friends or associates or business. So I actually thought they would get along with one another, but they weren't at the time. And it was puzzling to me. I don't know the history. I have not watched anything other than 20 minutes of a Divine Dummy show and 5 minutes of a Dummy show over the last 3 to 4 days. That's all I've listened to for the last like 4 or 5 months. I don't know what's going on out there. I don't care in that sector. That sector cannibalizes itself. It eats upon itself. It has no credibility. It loses. Not that I'm saying that Madam Whip-Ass is one of my favorite actually shows. She did a serial killer show, and it was cool. I listened to the whole thing. I didn't say a word in the chat room, but I listened to almost the whole thing. I loved it, and because I do my psychology work and my brush-up work on serial killers, psychopaths, bipolars, the bipolar depressions, borderline personalities, and so on and so forth. So I get to see the diagnosis of what these people are doing when they kill each other, and they go out of the way. And so I do my little research, and it keeps me tight. It keeps me tight. Like it keeps me on bat. It keeps me perfect. So I do. And so I like that. So that show actually helped me on. It helped me keep me on target. I understand that Madam Whip-Ass doesn't have a lot of fans out there, meaning she has some enemies out there, which is stupid because Madam Whip-Ass doesn't do the same thing. She's not doing Jerry Springer. She's not doing a retarded Jerry Springer, a demented Jerry. She's not doing Jerry Springer shows. So, Madam Whip-Ass, I tip my hat to you. And I wish I would have wrote your name in a fucking somewhere, but I did it off the top of my head. You know what? I actually want to have. You know what? I should interview Madam Whip-Ass. I should actually interview her, like do a straight up interview, and not a friend, a Barbara Walters type interview where I know you and it's friendly. And then I do want to ask pointed questions to you. Nothing disrespectful. I just want to, so Madam Whip-Ass is actually going to be on top of my hit list of interviews. Where's my pen at? All right. So anyway, I'm gonna interview Madam Whip-Ass if she allows me to. I think on my pen. All right. So. Redface says, where is Jamila? Interview Jamila. All right. Madam Whip-Ass would interview with me. Jamila would be offended by any question that I ask her, and she would lie. Because I've already mini interviewed her a couple times already, and she lied. All she does is lie. She believes her lies. She would pass a bunch of polygraphs because she believes in her lies because of her disorder. She has two major disorders. And this is not about her per se. I'm just saying, if you ask me a question, she has issues that she would not answer questions honestly. You know what? And matter of fact, I brought this up earlier, so I'm gonna talk about this. And I'm not doing this just to talk about her, just to get my view count up. I don't give a shit about that. I heard that she was spiritually impregnated by a young man that she's stalking in prison. That young man actually threw her out of the jail that when she was visiting. How could she be spiritually impregnated by a man she talked to once on the phone and maybe 4 or 5 sessions of texting back and forth? That's the extent of a relationship. What? Nearly 3 years ago? Come on, man. Happy Face says, RPJ, you have your own place now? Congrats. No, I don't have my own place now. I am destined to be here in a house that my son owns. And if I want to hear my sons, I'll probably be in my daughters. I will be here for a bit now because I signed another contract. And I will be here for a bit now. I may travel, here and there, up and down the East Coast, doing what I do, visiting people. But I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here in Florida. I'm going to be here around my kids, maybe in between my kids, because I have people wanting me everywhere. My kids are adults and they want me here, and I have no issue with that. I do what I can. I do what I want. The only problem is still dating, and that still is motel stuff. So it's still motel stuff, and I've done enough of that. And if anyone's out, that was old. That was the past. So if you're watching me and you are intimate with me, that was the past. So I'm just answering honestly to the questions that I see out here. Okay? So please don't get mad. I understand you're cool, calm, and collected, and you may not say that anything. I'm just talking about my past here, where I have to, I had to go to motels from time to time, with very, with situations, with, old girlfriends here and there. So you can't get mad about that. It's old girlfriends. I have a new girlfriend. So that's it. Okay. Happy Face says, you should let Raven move in with you. You wanted to move with her. She needs help. I want to move with her. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, she lives in her car. I kind of feel sorry for her. So, wait a minute. Raven is not living in her apartment in LA anymore? So, you say that she's living in her car? Has she done videos? How about that? Has she done any videos since she's been living in her car? Even if I live in my car, I would do videos. I want to show people, rags to riches or rags to security. I'm secure in myself, so I believe in myself. Happy Face says, no. Sorry. Happy Face says, it's a good thing it's warm weather year round there. No, she got evicted. Yes, all the time. Really, Raven? So she still does videos. She got evicted. She lives in a car in LA. Outside the airport. Not too far from the airport, by the way. Oh, I actually believe that I almost think that she called me, and I didn't pick up the phone because I didn't recognize the number. I have a new phone, and I didn't recognize the number. I almost think that she called me. Somebody from California called me, so it could have been my friend, and I didn't pick up, but because I didn't recognize the number. That's terrible. That Raven. If that's the case, that Raven is very spiritual. Is very spirited. I mean, she has her own issues. She didn't. She's not a liar. She is not a liar. Lying is sacrilege to her. It's bullshit. She is not a liar. Her perception of things can be a bit askew, but she is not a liar. Raven will not lie. She won't even say face. Like, she'll tell you that, hey, I had this, I had that, whatever. She won't even say face. That's how much a real woman, a real person she is. Like, she will tell you everything, maybe to her detriment, if she believes in you, if you're a friend and you betray her. And she's been betrayed a lot in her life. So much, just like a divine dummy. She's been betrayed a lot. She, on the other hand, takes it to another level. I disagree with her stalking a friend of mine and her mother, and his mother. Stalked his mother, stalked his mother and him, then stalked him. And here we are 2 years plus later, stalking him. She has no resources. She looks like a bag of shit. Like, no, a bag of shit where you put like fucking clown eyes on. Like, hey, you draw eyeballs on and they cross-eyed it. Oh, it's Monty Woodgrain. I'm sorry. It's Lamont Haley, Monty Woodgrain, cross-eyed. I mean, Monty Woodgrain should actually pick up Divine Dummy. I mean, really date her. And I'm not throwing shade, as they say, shade. But he is cross-eyed and stupid and retarded. He can't write. Ask him to write on camera. Ask him to write something on camera. I dare you. I totally dare you. No offense to him, but he can go fuck himself, and he knows it. He knows he's stupid. The best he can do is come up with, I got diamond cufflinks. All right. Who gives a fuck? You still date hideously fat women who are mostly like men. Bisexual. I think he's bisexual at best. I believe he's homosexual at worst. And I believe a lot of these guys are homosexuals, but I'm not talking about him per se. Fuck him. He can go fuck himself. And he can go fuck the fat man all he wants. Whatever fat man he wants, you can get. Sorry. All right. I close my book down. All right. Sorry about that. I went off the deep end. Oh, Redface, you in LA? You know what? I'm going to reach out to Raven. I'm going to reach out to her. I wish I had my pen here. I'm going to reach out to her. She's really proud. She's not shameful of her life. She has pride. She's prideful of herself. I think she's an excellent woman. She has we all have our issues. She's got a few issues and things like that. I disagree with her lifestyle, of course, prostitution. However, she's not a bad person. She's not evil or mean. I mean, she can be, she's tough, and she's very thorough. I mean, I've gotten so much information from for a lot of people just through her. I got addresses and stuff just through her. I got it from, and and then other producers gave me other things. I'm gonna reach out to Raven. I don't want. I don't have it where I can put her up, and I don't have it like that just yet. Shit. I'm gonna reach out to Raven. Happy Face says, Raven, Masterton TV. It looks like she's doing videos from her home now, maybe a hotel, but go check it out. All right, Raven. All right, Happy Face. Okay. Let me see if I can find her. Sorry, folks. Give me a moment. You know what? Let's take a quick commercial break. I'm going to see if I can find her real quick. All right. Here we go. Be right back. You still looking at me? 1 second. I'll be right back. You know the funny thing, folks? The funny thing, folks, is I was just thinking about it just now. I actually, not too long ago, before my new girlfriend, I dated a woman that was gorgeous. But the more and more I saw how she lived, I mean, it goes back to the days when I was dating Christine. I went on 3 dates with her, and she's very pretty, but she's not so pretty. Meaning that the more and more you see of her, you know, man hands, man legs, you know, no butt, no tits. She's just a pretty cake face with makeup. She got so unattractive to me, like I wasn't into her. Like I could almost like, serious? You are so unattractive physically. And then you got a kid's heart. Like you're like a 10-year-old. So I've been in situations where I've dated women that I have found I have no attraction to. Like I thought women are attractive. The more and more you see them and see how they live, you find them less attractive. And I don't mean to just point out Christine. I mean, it happens all the time in life. I mean, maybe it happens against me. Like, hey, you know what? You were attractive. Well, you don't seem so attractive anymore. You seem like a sourpuss. You seem too hard on yourself. You seem like I understand all those things. All right. Let's get the music in. The music is already in. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna find a good piece of music to And then we'll get on to the show. We're going to end the show because I have to go to bed now. We're in the right, I'm getting in the right area right now. So we're going to end the show very, very soon. No drum card tonight. No retard tonight. No ugly motherfucker tonight. No drug addict, methamphetamine, sniffing or shooting or whatever the fuck she's doing with it tonight. It's all about positivity in the new year. I know what, I'm actually going to do a show tomorrow. If I haven't said half the things I wanted to say. And I want to talk about the new year. Alright, here you go. New song. We're going to find a song. Alright, here you go.
Well, I don't like it tonight. I got the feeling that something ain't right. I'm so scared in case I fall off my chair. And I'm wondering how I'll get downstairs. Well, sick of that to me. Joke is to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you. And I'm wondering what it is I should do. It's so hard to keep the smile from my face. Everything totally out all over the place. But I'm still left with you. Joke is to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. And you started out with nothing and you probably started everything. And you're very out of color. Sound you on the back and say, trying to make some sense of it all. But I can see it makes no sense at all. Is it cool the voice keep coming through? And I think that I can take anymore. Clowns to the left, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. And you started off with nothing and you're probably just something else. And you're probably on the floor, sound you know I can say.
Okay. All right, folks. All right. Folks. Listen, folks, my name is RPJ. This is the RPJ show. Folks, I'm going to call it a night. I'll see you tomorrow night. No. I'll see you tomorrow night. I'm going to finish up. Well, if I don't see you tomorrow night, because I'm not sure my schedule, I'll see you tonight. I'll see you before the new year, but ultimately, I'll see you at January 3rd. January 3rd, Jonathan Steele, RPJ show, 1 hour each. One show is a little more serious. RPJ show is a little more off the top of my head. I mean, I have topics to talk about, but off the top of my head, I mean, I don't make hard notes. So I'll make loosey-goosey notes so I can just talk about those notes. Anyway, folks, I'll be here tomorrow or the day after that. But I'm going nowhere, and I'll be here full-time January 3rd on both shows, RPJ and Jonathan Steele. Please, folks, bear with me. I'm getting my shit together. Please support the show. Not in the description box, but if you have a few dollars to donate to the show, people have donated to the show. I bought new equipment, new computer. So because of that, and I wanted to buy a GoPro, which is $700+ I will, if you meet me halfway, I'll get it. So, and I can probably do that very, very soon. I probably could do it now, but I would have no money left. And just in case I had to move or I had to go away, I would lose all my money. So that's not being efficient. And I want to be here, and I hope you guys are willing to keep supporting me. I believe in you guys. You believe in me, and that's awesome. My name is RPJ. This has been the RPJ show, and I thank you. And I'll be here. I'd like to be here tomorrow. So let's see how I rocks and roll. I'll probably be in my studio. So that'll be cool in the game. You get to see how I live. You get to see what's behind me and all that good shit. All right, folks. My name is RPJ. This has been the RPJ show. Thank you very much. Thank you.